Welcome everyone to the Prepared for Nothing podcast. You got Connor over on bass, Justin on the scatting. Justin's scatting all over the
Yes,
podcast right
dude.
Making a
now.
mess.
Oh, he's scatting so hard all over the beat. Uh, Connor, how you doing,
I'm
man?
doing good. I'm gonna fix my mic here in a sec so it's better.
Can you? That was. I just want to shout you out though. That was a great beat. You were practicing that for just like a quick second, and then mastered it all fucking fast.
Sick.
Nice, dudes. What's all up, guys? We're here to talk about some bullshit. Junaid and Connor, you guys both got to answer this. Would you rather fight a shark or a lion?
A shark or a lion?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like home team advantage?
The shark's out of water and the lion's
No.
in
I
water.
think it's got to be like shark and maybe 5 to 4 feet, 4 to 5 feet of water, so you could maybe get footing and breathe.
Okay.
But it's like enough water for the shark, right?
How much water is the lion?
None. That's just on with the lion. You're on like a fucking street fight in the savannah.
Okay.
What are my weapons?
A 6. No, not 6-inch. A 3-inch pocket knife. But it's one of those Leatherman ones that doesn't have a locking mechanism, so the knife might even like fold back on you as you're trying to stab something. You know.
You know what? I'm gonna take the option of fighting a shark because I'll probably drown before I feel the pain of being eaten alive.
I think I could take a shark in about 4 feet of water.
That's fair. Yeah, you're super fucking tall. 4 feet of water for you, it's like it's your armpit or something. And you're just...
Because I feel like... I also feel like that's not enough water for a shark to get under me. So I think
Let's do
that'd be
maybe...
the hardest. If a shark comes from below, I'm fucked.
Let's make the criteria being that
Is it gonna be like that guy that ended up on the news for like choking a baby mountain lion?
What? That happened?
Yeah, a guy got like beat the shit out of a cougar.
No way.
on a
Just beat
hunting
the shit
trail.
out of him?
Oh,
Yeah.
like it was a baby. No, it was a baby.
He was just like, fuck you, baby cougar.
I
He was
remember
putting it all over the mountain.
He got a couple scratches
Yeah.
on his arm, but like everyone's like, "Oh my god, you choked a
He
real
was just
mountain
sitting
lion."
over there.
Well, it wasn't like a baby;
Like
it was
a
an
little
adolescent.
It
Do you
was
think
like
he
a
was
li-
looking like Hulk Hogan or
He's a
something?
baby.
You know what I mean? Just
No, that's
looking
a
at
baby.
him doing the like
Baby.
the
It was like a medium-sized
Like,
he's
dog.
hitting him
When
with the like. Do you smell
But that's the
what the
thing.
Rock is cooking?
When
and
you-
then dropping elbows on him from the tree.
When you look at him, he does not at all look like a buff guy. He looks like he does marathon running or something. He's very.
I need to
skinny,
find this
very
guy. I'm
lanky.
really. Why do you guys bring this shit up and
And-
not tell me in the topic?
And I remember the running gag about it was that one of the photos of him just has like some woman that he's sitting next to that is just eyeing him up like eye candy. And a lot of people were joking, it's like his cougar problems aren't over.
Oh no, he's got a second cougar. He's gonna have to find now.
Yeah, I was just
What's-
thinking it'd be really funny if I learned the Seinfeld
Fights.
bass line. What is the Seinfeld bass line?
Why didn't you? What the fuck? Wait, he actually fights him?
Yeah, he like. It,
When did this happen?
I don't know, but it encounters him on a trail and he has to fight
Like,
it.
God, like was this today? Was this
No, this was a while
2-3
back.
years ago?
It was back on
a
Tumblr.
decade ago.
Tumblr.
Oh, Tumblr.
That's
days.
where I remember seeing the post was on
2-3 years
Tumblr.
ago.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do you guys think OnlyFans just saved themselves from making the same mistake Tumblr did and going broke? Now that you just said Tumblr, I'm gonna just throw it out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it can go either way.
Cause Tumblr banned porn, and essentially they were like trying to go IPO and get themselves on like all the app stores, and they banned porn.
Right.
And now no one's there.
And see, they did it the wrong way because the way they should have did it was how, like, iFunny banned porn.
Right?
Like,
Okay.
how they just threw it into the terms of service, but there's nothing really enforcing it. Fucking Tumblr implemented a bot that was like similar to the Facebook bot that bans porn.
And it was pretty good, right? Too?
No.
Like,
if someone got their post taken down because it was dunes of sand and the sands had too much of a curve to it, is that it thought it was a woman's body.
What?
Yeah. So, like, the porn bot saw that as porn and banned it. So, people were running into issues. And then there was, like, things like artistic freedom. Because there's a difference between drawing porn and drawing a naked woman.
Right. Like, especially with those, like, art class, like, figure drawings.
Right. Because a lot of times, if you do, like, an actual art class figure drawing, it's not necessarily the most erotic woman and pose and stuff.
No.
It's, like, usually kind of a dumpy older woman.
I was going to say some saggy titty bitch.
Yeah, and she's sitting in a chair. That's about it.
That's rude as fuck what I just said. God damn, dude.
I mean, it's the reality of it. A lot of times they're like, 50-year-old women most of the time.
How many times do you think I'm going to drop my mouse off my temporary little mouse pad today?
What were you doing last time you were sitting over there? The same thing?
I just had it there.
Oh, okay.
It was all uncomfortable. My back hurt as fuck afterwards. So this is what I did the first time.
Does it not work well on your pant leg?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
No. I just forget and let go of this hand and then just start getting willy-nilly and fucking act like a crazy person.
But yeah, back to Tumblr. Literally, people were posting, like, Renaissance paintings.
Correct. And they were getting taken
just
down.
Immediately taken down.
Well, especially how many baby dicks are in some old school paintings.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Shit. I mean, well, that was another interesting thing is that people noticed that the bot tended to miss male nudity a lot more compared to female nudity.
Oh, I'm sure.
So it was like designed to eye one thing, which is fair. When most people make porn art, it's of women.
Now, do you think there were fat dudes getting banned for their titties being so big, but not even notice that their dick's just out in the picture?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't even know if it got that far.
Janaid, will you volunteer to be a model for us?
They're calling me fat.
No. Just want to see your titties, bro.
Dude, you've seen my titties all the time, man. What are you getting horny for me now?
Okay, called me out. I don't know. Just fucking run with some shit.
We could have a competition. Who gets censored first on Tumblr? Who looks like more of a woman?
Okay, but you gotta like take all your pictures, because if I really sit in like a scrunched, like Connor can see me now, like if I go in a really scrunched position, I get some decent titties, you know what I mean? I got some B cups over here when I...
Some solid A's, yeah.
Solid A's, at least, you know what I mean? Like...
Dude, I just feel like the whole process would be a little homoerotic. Not that I am homophobic, but we're gonna need to get a studio. We're gonna need to get a camera set up. We're gonna pose. We're gonna have a photo session of each of us.
There's a cool thing about this podcast that you're on is we have a studio, so I think we could do our pictures here. I got a casting couch. I literally have a black leather couch. It's casting couch.
What will your wife think about that?
That's true. Never understood why.
Should we already sell out and start doing porn with our 2 followers in Belgium and Brussels?
Dude, we got one last week from fucking Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. All right.
Right. Columbus, Ohio. We just already sell out and do porn. We don't already
call
make
it like
OnlyFans
Columbus versus Brussels, so that will just like pin our 2 cities that we get all our views from.
Who's gonna support more porn off us?
Yeah.
Oh, fucked up. We don't even get ones from this city we live in. Jesus Christ.
We advertise to people in Salt Lake.
I've told a few homies. I'm thinking about it now. They were the ones who
Dude, those homies. Those are fake ass homies, man. We know some fake ass people.
We went through all that.
That's what I was saying. It was because they told me to get onto Apple and to get onto Spotify and to get onto SoundCloud.
I don't know if I told you guys, but we're on Spotify.
But we are there. No, because I even literally made those 3 homies. I watched them go to their phone and I clicked the follow button once they got to the page.
Spotify?
Yeah.
And they just like leave and unfollow.
So I was doing like when you're
They're like, dude, Justin's so stupid. Oh, my God.
yeah. Oh, you're going over there now?
Who wants to listen to his
I'm like, hey,
podcast?
homie, we just got onto Spotify. I want to see what the end user capability is. Like, will you search it? And I'm watching them search it, and then right when they pull it up, they're like, yeah, dude, it's right here. It's like sick. Follow button, snipe.
It's right here, and I'm never gonna see it
It's
again.
okay.
Just walk up to people on the street.
Hey.
Can you look up something on Spotify
Oh,
for me?
dude, did you hear the news?
Hold on, before we get to the news, I know we're joking about this, but like 2 weeks ago we had 9 views. The next week we had 13. Then we got 27. So, bitch, we on the right trajectory. Okay.
Going up.
Dude, we killing it. What was your story, Jay? What
Dude, did
news?
you hear the news? It's not a story.
What
Sorry
news?
for cutting you off, Connor.
There's lots of news.
Dude, Joe Rogan. has
Yes, we were actually going
COVID-19.
to talk about this, and I wanted to shit talk on him because not only does he have COVID-19, but do you guys not remember how for the last fucking 2 years he has been one of the primary proponents of just like, you don't need a vaccine, you don't need to do any of this, you just need to be healthy
he's
and you need to
backtracking
have
now.
good
Yeah,
vitamin D,
he's
and if you work out and if you're a healthy person, COVID won't do anything. And now he's on these fucking antibodies, which are apparently not too easy to get. He's on Invictomycin, the fucking horse dewormer that everyone's...
No, he has plasma therapy. He's getting so people that have been recovered recently, they get paid to donate their plasma because that has all
Right,
the
he's
antibodies
also
in it.
taking the fucking horse dewormer medication. It's like going all crazy. Ivermectin.
Ivermectin. Yeah, they're giving him.
In his video, he's like, I
everything.
got on his Z-Pack, I got on these antibodies, I'm on invite. And it's like, dude, what happened to just, if I got it, I'm so woke and so tough that I won't need anything.
Well, see, what he's doing right now is like
Bitch ass.
identical to what Trump
Fuck you,
did.
Joe Rogan.
Trump downplaying the virus, getting the virus, and then being put on so much high-end hospital-grade steroids that
The average person wouldn't be able to get.
Yeah, they literally heli-padded him to the hospital, pumped him full of steroids. Then he's just like, the virus isn't that bad. It's like, shit, nothing would be that bad if I had what you had in your system.
Fuck you, Joe Rogan. Shut my shit down. I don't give a shit. No one
I
listens to
guess
it.
what he's doing different is
Yeah,
he's
dude, Joe
fucking putting
Rogan's like,
snow
honestly,
in it.
he talks out of his ass so much. People need to know that he's like not a college
Bro, I used to
educated
have
person. He doesn't
I
know
used to
anything
have so
about
much
science.
respect for that dude. He's the reason why there's so many comedians and podcasters that I am dear and adore, are because of seeing them. And I kind of used to be one of those Joe Rogan stans. And man, I kind of held on to it, and then it kind of got to a point where I was like, shut up, I just will have like an indifferent stance. And I'm to a point that this is the like straw that broke the camel's back for me, essentially being like, I remember one day thinking, fuck, if I could get on the Joe Rogan podcast, that's like how you made it. Now, no, fuck you. Eat it. Piece of shit.
No, I mean, like, he's a cool guy and everything, but really
Is he?
just don't talk about
Is he?
stuff and give people
Is he, though?
misinformation.
I don't think so.
Like, when you're on a platform and when you have, like, a huge following like that, you have a responsibility to the people to not say any stupid shit that'll affect their lives negatively. And he's literally been doing that forever. He just gets high and be like, oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And dude, that's not the case. Literally, so many of my family members, so many of my friends and family have died from COVID, dude.
Well, shit. Welcome to the medical podcast.
Wait, so you're telling me that this stuff is horse
And then he
dewormer,
just
and that so horses have worms? Horses can get worms? I guess that makes sense. If you think about it, horses are animals.
if
So I
ivermectin
guess
worked,
chimps are
if
animals. Do you think that chimps
ivermectin-
have worms as well? Is there like chimp dewormer? Maybe that's what I need to be on right now. Jamie, look this up. Look this up.
Orangutan dewormer?
We need this right now, Jamie.
Jamie, you are Jamie, though. I'm fucking confused.
I have a
I'm supposed to
feeling-
be Joe Rogan in this situation, and you're Jamie.
I need you to check to see if there's
Fuck.
chimp
Fuck.
ape dewormer. I need to figure out if I need to be on that instead. Because I feel like that's
Have you
that's
used
more
a
in line
float
with me.
tank with DMT?
With DMT.
Yeah, you take the
Dude,
chimp dewormer and
I think they use
DMT,
ivermectin.
and you get into a float tank and you eat some elk meat. And
What if
it's
I
just
put-
fucking all solved?
Do they, Jamie? Look this up. Do they have elk dewormer? What if I put that in the elk meat?
Oh, he would definitely love some elk dewormer way better.
Because I feel like that's more for my body
okay,
type.
so like
I mean, think about it. Think about it.
So like the
Junaid's trying so
ivermectin,
hard to be sciencey.
ivermectin was actually recommended by a doctor. I don't think the main purpose of it was to attack the virus. I think the main purpose of it was to like its side effects that occur with the heartworm stuff, probably increasing your blood oxygen
Junaid,
level.
you
like,
know,
chemically,
people here in
instead
the
of-
U.S. are
Man, that's
buying
crazy.
it from the fucking stores in mass amounts so that the horse owners can't get dewormer for their horses. And this is such a high dose of enviromectin that it's killing almost everyone that's taking it. And here the fuck is Joe Rogan saying it right off the top of his video. I'm on enviromectin. Like, fuck you, eat dick, dude.
Well, I know that's crazy too, because you see they make human dewormer, but someone like me, I need a higher dose.
You need a prescription to get the human version of enviromectin, but you can go get the horse dewormer version at your local like IFA.
Man, that's crazy.
You know what's really funny? For his following, he literally like stepped out of the hospital, changed his clothes, and then made the video. And then immediately after the video, he went back in the hospital gown, back in his hospital room, and went back into the ICU.
Dude, I lost a lot of respect for the dude. I mean,
Joe Rogan in the ICU looking over. Crowder, is that you?
Steven?
Yeah.
Are you on
Imagine,
dewormer
he
too?
didn't want to make a video in
Is
the
that
hospital
Tim Dillon over there?
because then it'll make him look super weak if he's in the
When
hospital.
it kills this whole shtick that he's been fucking running with for the last 2 years, that he's too tough and doesn't need this shit. What happens when we all find out that good old Joe Rogan's got the Pfizer, dude?
No, he never
That's what
got
I'm saying
vaccinated.
right now. Fucking flip everything.
Well, just remember,
Or he'll run for three.
He won't
run
even
for,
advertise
3
it.
months on this whole I got the antibodies. I don't need to do this. I'm so tough. I survived. It's like, nah, dude, you got this fucking medical grade cocktail. Like,
I probably had the Delta variant. That's probably what got me so good.
yeah, I'm so tough. I even took down the strongest of the fucking elements. You don't even need shoulders to take down COVID. Did you know that?
Yeah, because I mean, like I
Or
was saying,
neck.
like you get that good workout, that good healthy diet, and you'll be fine with COVID.
Elk meat. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, but the Delta variants, that's its own crazy thing.
Vitamin D. Have you ever tried it, bro? Have you ever tried just like fucking going outside?
Yeah, so it had to have been the Delta. That's the only thing that could
Dude,
get
it's
me.
scary stuff. Oh, Justin, you might need your booster shot, baby. You got your 6 months
Coming
in,
up,
right?
buddy.
You're gonna get that official. What is it? The FDA approved Pfizer.
Let's go, bro. I took that shit so early.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Just honestly, just guys, send us good vibes and all that.
Yeah, I gotta get it, especially because I got a big trip coming up, and I will be blunt that I am going on it. So, LA, here we go, boys. Junaid,
Yeah, I got a big trip
Did I-
too coming up under the wraps.
He's going to LA
So,
too?
everybody just send me good
I
vibes,
am. Are you
please.
going to LA too?
No,
Don't actually
no,
tell me.
not LA,
Can I tell you,
but
boys, what I'm actually
yeah.
doing though?
yeah.
What you doing?
Going to a Lakers Nets game.
Hey.
Hey, that's huge, bro. That's a big ass game in Staples Center. That's Braun. That's Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, fucking James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis. 6 mega superstars.
Be interested, like, what kind of celebs you'd see in the front line too.
It's a preseason game, so
I mean, you still see them there.
they'll be
Because,
there.
like, you got to remember, that's the celebs that go that want to hang out with LeBron
Yes.
on the
Yes.
sides there.
Yep. So the players might not play as much as a typical game, but I got lower bowl tickets, baby. We doing it. We're fucking going in.
They just say fuck it and have, like, a
Yeah,
1v1.
and you know what's kind of weird in this new generation of social media? People are gonna try to do really cool alley oops more, just to get more clout
Wasn't that been,
on
like, a
social
thing
media.
since the early 2000s?
You know, like those 5-10 second clips.
Damn, dude, I'm so glad you're so woke. Do you think people will start to shoot more 3-pointers too?
No, I'm just saying they're gonna try cool moves instead of playing like a boring game. because it's the beginning of
That started happening
season,
a decade
so.
ago. Along with just chucking deep threes, Damian
dude,
Lillard,
like-
Braun, all these guys are shooting my new favorite shot. They call it the logo three. And it's like you're just barely past half court. You're still on your logo. Like, way behind the 3-point line. And
Got
you're just
it.
like, meh, fuck it. Dame hit backs-to-backs last postseason.
Bro, I'm up here doing something marketable.
Dog, I'm hitting here some fucking threes. They're like, how many did you miss? He's like, you filmed the ones I made, right? So why can't we fucking cut that?
Just like new, real hyped up rookie makes 1 3-pointer. Put me on a fucking shoe.
Ah! Dude, I want to be a courtside hype man, like for like 90s rappers, you know what I mean? Like the Flavor Flav, you know what I mean? Just going nuts on the side.
Yeah. Then like that guy never makes another point for the rest of the game.
Right.
He just gets that 1 3.
Is that what happens when you're third string on an NBA team? Those guys who, when they hit the three, they're on the sidelines just being so dramatic and like falling over and, oh my God. Like, that's your job, is just to fucking be. J.R. Smith used to do it harder than anyone for LeBron. If he was on the court and LeBron made a three, he would stand up and, like, wild out and fall over and just be laying on the court. Like, what are you doing, J.R.?
Can't remember what it was, but a lot of people were saying it's like one of LeBron's biggest like celeb people that does shit like that is Drake in the sideline.
And Drake's so funny with NBA games, too, because he just walks around anyone and everyone. Mm-hmm. He's from Canada. He always claims to be like Mr. Toronto, and he's all about that. And he's their ambassador, and Toronto actually pays him money. And then he shows up to Golden State Warriors games in, like, Steph Curry jerseys, and shows up to Lakers games. And he pretty much shows up to, like, every team courtside sitting in their jerseys. It's like, yeah, you sell out for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, his album's probably going to be way better, though, than Kanye's shit album that just came out.
I didn't even know Drake was working on an album.
Yeah, that's actually been big beef. I don't know if you've heard about this. A big reason Kanye's been holding off dropping this one is because Drake's about to drop one, and they're in some sort of, like, battle with each other about whose album's going to do bigger sales.
I remember, though, how people described a lot of Kanye albums.
No, dude, they've been in a battle.
Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, sorry. I just
No, you're
good. Go ahead.
again. You know that one song by Drake, "Sicko Mode"?
Travis Scott.
Not by
yeah.
Drake, by Travis
With Drake.
Scott, but yeah, but Drake
Right.
did the "Sicko Mode" thing. Like he did a couple
Right.
bars for "Sicko Mode," and in that is kind of like, it said, "Kiki, do you love
Yeah.
me?" And then make a right out of the block, and then pass some lights, and then it's like you look at the map, and it's like it's just right to Kim Kardashian
Yeah,
and Kanye's
it
house.
is. Dude, Drake, I've been talking some shit for years on Drake, but dude's doing it right. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing. I've heard there's been some bars in a lot of his songs that most people won't even know. It's like when he was in Louisiana for 1 week at a show, this guy Daryl will talk shit, and then all of a sudden in the next album there'll be like a 2-verse like shit talk on this Daryl dude that nobody understands, and you kind of find out afterwards it's just all these like really small low level like people he just drops all these bad shit talk verses on.
Yeah, that guy that heckled me in Toronto.
Yeah. You made me pay full price for my room at the Hilton. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking shit on the fucking front desk person for the hotel right now? Like,
It's like by the time the album comes out, that guy's already like gotten a new job.
it's like, damn, dude, Jeremy was just doing what his boss told him to do. Maybe
Jeremy was on his 2 weeks. Like,
but no, and then like he didn't release the album for a while. Was sitting on it. And he kept doing these album watch parties, which a big difference between an album watch party and a concert is he's not performing the songs.
okay.
He's on stage while the album's playing, and everyone's listening to the album in the stands, and he's just kind of dancing around on
Oh,
stage.
he's the hype in it?
hyping it. He's not even like rapping any of the verses. It's a listening party. It's not a concert.
That's so weird.
And he's done 12 of these that have all been giant stadiums that have netted him like millions of dollars.
Huh.
The small estimate I've seen is 12 million, but it has to be even higher than that.
Jesus.
That he has made off of just these listening parties. And he's doing this crazy shit where there's like he was getting like 10 dudes to feature on each song.
Okay.
And there's 27 songs on the album. And there's a song called like Jail 1, Jail 2.
But okay, well,
And he does the same song, but
Dude.
just with like
So
different
it's just
features
like-
on it.
oh,
they
kind of
don't
like
do
what
anything?
Lil Nas was
He doesn't
doing
do
Yeah.
anything.
with Old Town Road.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Just the
So he
different
just on
remixes?
the same album he was putting out like the same song multiple times with just like the third verse being a different feature.
Huh.
So it's 27 minutes long. There's a song on there that's like 9 minutes long. Apparently getting through the whole album is like not easy, and a lot of people weren't stoked because he does a lot of like gospel shit, you know?
Kanye?
Kanye
Yeah.
does. He's been doing the like church concerts and all that
He
shit.
has. Yeah, he
And-
got super religious for some reason.
And he had the like Jesus is King album that was all gospel, but this one was actually kind of supposed to be back to like old school Kanye is kind of how he touted it.
Okay.
And it's a lot of like Jesus verses. There's no cuss words. He censored any feature that has like any cuss word.
Wow.
Got there, it's all bleeped. So they didn't like. They also didn't release though the uncensored version. And they kind of flopped, and Kanye came back and just said that Universal dropped the album without telling him. And he's trying to play now, like he didn't give Universal the like okay to drop the album, but they were kind of just fucking tired of him and said, "Okay, no, like quit changing it. You can't keep changing who's the feature on like one song."
Well, I remember seeing the things about it that like one of the things was Kanye's requirement is that all the features couldn't have any kind of sex, like
Yes.
premarital sex.
And then he's fucking bringing DaBaby on the stage at his listening party, who the last concert he was at, DaBaby was talking all this crazy shit about, like, put your hands in the air, but not if you're a gay dude with HIV, but fuck it, my fans don't have HIV at my shows, and, like, saying all this crazy shit. And it's Marilyn Manson next to him, who just has fucking 20-plus mounting sexual
the
assault
fuck?
cases.
Dude,
And Kanye just has them on stage with him at these listening parties.
Right.
And he's trying to claim it's that he's given people, like, the rebirth and forgiveness option of God and all this bullshit. It's like, dude, this guy's fucking... But I feel bad at the same time, man.
He's fucking crazy, man. Dude, Kanye is
Have
so
you heard
fucking
this shit?
crazy, dude. He is off his
Dude,
rocker,
and the shit
man.
that's happening with his bipolar, too, is unreal. Because he's on these heavy medications for his bipolar. But when he's on these medications, he claims he can't creatively work.
Right.
So the reason he has this, like, ranch in Wyoming and these cabins all over that are secluded is because this motherfucker will just go off of his medication and he can't let anyone around him because he goes so crazy. He'll essentially, like, push anyone away. But for him to create this music, he's got to do that. And he really kind of marketed this whole album as he's been fucking off, and that's why he left Kim, and he's, like, went and buried himself. No, they divorced. You didn't know that?
Yeah, but he...
Oh, he's trying to say Kim left
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, because he's going so crazy, essentially. You
I
know
remember
what I
though
mean?
my favorite tweet a while back was Kim trying to like defend his bipolar and
Yeah.
shit, and like people aren't always, you don't know what he's going through kind of deal, and then like right below it, same back to back, just him posting, "I'm really good at ping pong."
Yeah.
It's just like
He's so
how
all
the
over the
fuck
place.
do you defend this man?
Dude, it made me feel bad for him a little bit, though, because I heard one person talking who's, like, knows some people really close to Kanye, and they're talking about that, like, he knows that when he wants to make this art, he's got to fuck up his life,
Yeah.
essentially, and I don't know. It sounds like a shitty position to be in if you were him. I won't lie. You know what I mean? Because, like, you're trying to put off this whole persona of you being the best and you're, like, the hottest shit in music. And you know that you can do that, but to do that, you gotta fucking go off your rocker for a long time. And you're gonna be saying volatile shit, and you're gonna be sending crazy texts to your family, and you're gonna be everyone has to just be like, fuck you. Then you create an album, and it's not even that good. It's not even that good. After all of that, it's 27 songs, and I
just remember a lot of people saying a lot of times with Kanye, it's like he'll release an album, it'll be like 20 plus songs, and there'll be like 1 to 2 bangers in it, and the rest of them are just him fucking with Halloween sound effects.
So apparently, I don't really know because I haven't listened to it, but the first song is him just repeating the word Donda over and over again.
Okay.
That's his mom's name. And it's just Donda, 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 Donda. And him saying over and over again for like a minute and 20 seconds.
Like with any music?
I don't know.
It's just him
However,
in a white room.
This works at his listening parties because on the big screen he has in the back, every time it says the word Donda, it flashes sequential pictures of him as a kid with his mom.
Okay.
So it's like a visual thing that like makes sense because it's flashing through this.
Yeah.
Like picture sequence of him and his mom, who he named the whole album after, Donda, who passed. But then he just throws that on as the first song on there. So now all of a sudden you jump on your phone on like fucking.
Yeah, let's give this shit a listen.
The first minute is just Donda, 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 Donda. And you're like, wait, what the fuck is happening right now? And yeah.
Yes, sir. This is the Kanye I missed. Whew! Donda.
College Dropouts back, baby.
Because you know there's like those diehard Kanye fans.
And they're all admitting that even they didn't like it the first round. Most people are saying they had to listen to it like
That's what I've heard.
a couple times.
Just like, man, after my 13th playthrough of Donda, the album's growing on me. It's just
it's
like,
grown on me.
why are you listening to it that often? Like
27 songs.
27 songs, 13 times.
Dude, I'm going to pull it up here on, I fucking have iTunes now, because our podcast is hosted on it, Shouts.
Because I'm just thinking it's
see.
like, fuck, I couldn't listen more than like 3 times before I'm like, this song's done. It's
Garbage.
dead, yeah.
Garbage. And they're like, well, you have to skip through a lot of songs. And it's like, well, if you have to skip through a lot of songs, then that means shit's trash.
Therefore, yeah.
Then the album sucks.
He's got good songs, but he ain't got a good album, is what you're telling me.
You're just telling me he fucking threw out 27 songs with maybe 4 or 5 bangers, but there's 20, like, just filler shit-ass trash songs.
Kanye in the studio like, yeah, 3 of these are good, drop it.
Dude, I'm gonna listen to this first song here real quick.
God. I'd listen to it, but it's going to play it through our audio.
Okay. Nope, it's trash.
Yeah.
Trash. I turned it immediately off. When are rappers gonna fucking stop starting their album with, "Can you hear me, bro? I can't hear it in the headphones." Okay, sick. Like, that's Eminem in fucking 1998. Why are we still raw taking our albums with the same ass? I can't hear you. Can you turn the music up in my headphones? Like, damn it. That's how you started your album. Made me turn the whole thing off right there. You want a fucking lighter flick it there, Lil Wayne? Fucking flick.
Nah, my favorite fucking one is like every rap song that starts and they have to do the entire lineup intro before they even start kind of deal. It's like they're doing their credits.
DJ Khaled up on the track. Over here we got little Boosie Baby. We got little Stank.
Imagine Drake doing that with 10 plus people in the song.
We got Krusty T. We got Albert Einstein. And you're like, wait, did you just fucking say Albert Einstein?
He's about like 2 minutes into the song and he's still announcing people.
Last week, Taylor T came through the studio. He dropped a bar. We didn't use it, though. Like, wait,
Beat made and listened to by JRR 40.
I got my boy who, like, he sold me a nug a couple weeks ago, so, like, gotta throw T-Tapa on the track, you know?
They're just reading the special thanks of a movie. Dude, last night we watched Avengers Endgame. That shit was tight. Shout out to the cast. I'm gonna name them all now.
Shouts to Chris Pratt. There's a couple of the Chris's. I don't know their names. Oh, boy.
Yo, that man Hulk.
Sinead seems pretty over our stupid joke.
Oh no, I just started like doing chores around the house. 'Cause you guys, I hooked up on like my phone, and I just saw something to do, and then when you just start doing something, you just start doing it, and I was acting like the audience, just listening to my friends do a podcast.
Bullshit.
I remember a funny thing I learned once was so you know how when you get on a phone call and you tend to pace around the room?
Oh, I'm so bad at that, dude. I walk around the whole house. I cannot sit still on a phone call. This podcast makes it so hard for me to sit in front of this mic.
Justin walks around the whole house.
So the reason that happens,
it literally does like a marathon.
The reason that happens is it's like an innate thing in our brain that it recognizes we're talking to someone, but we can't see that.
And you're looking for that person.
So we literally go to look for them in our house.
Yes,
and
dude.
that's why like people pace and shit, because they can't find who they're talking to, and so their brain just unconsciously like, oh well, they gotta be here somewhere.
Dude, I'm still trying to find a stand-up desk for our studio here so that I can fucking record this standing up, because I was on the couch and then I just got like way too slouched. Now I'm sitting here so that I can at least like sit up on the chair, you know what I mean? And I'm chilling. But like, man, there's this NFL dude, Pat McAfee. Mm-hmm. Pat McAfee, not McAfee. McAfee, he does a bunch of ESPN shows. He's an old kicker for the NFL, but he has like a lot of really good insight. He's very smart. Mm-hmm. But he records his whole show standing from his desk. And one day I was thinking, like, man, I can't record a podcast standing. And then I watched his show, and I was like, fuck. Everyone in his whole studio is standing, and sitting, and he's just standing behind his desk. Like, fuck it.
The thunder's coming back.
The storm's back, dude. The storm is back.
Nah, but I was remembering, or thinking about it, it's like, we gotta get you one of those, like, motivational life coach mics.
Oh, that I can like walk around with.
And wear like a shitty suit and just like make these hand gestures and point at the crowd.
The Illuminati hands, right?
Yeah, like you making the constant pyramid.
Constant triangle right over your dick, holding it just like.
You gotta think before you do.
And when you cannot do, you need to find the things that are holding you back. And once you find those things, you need to eliminate them. Yeah? Okay, everybody. All right.
Speaking of Kanye, do you remember that commercial that he did where it's like Michael Jordan as the motivational speaker?
No.
Yeah, it has like Michael Jordan being a motivational speaker, and all these people are in the audience, and the front row is Kanye. And he's just like, what am I doing? What am I missing? And he's like, you got to do more. But I already have the most records. What do I do?
remember
do more records. And he's like, but I'm already the best. Yeah, and he's just like, but are you the same animal and a different beast?
You're the same animal and a different beast.
And he's just like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, dude. What does that even mean? Fourth time, by the way.
He dropped it again.
Fourth time we're on dropping the fucking mouse. Oh boy. Can we talk? Oh, go ahead.
Never mind. I was gonna say, it's like, do you want to do a short one this week? Do like 40. We're at 40 now. Do like a 45.
I got one thing that maybe we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And just end it with that.
Let's do that.
I heard about this new thing. It's in Georgia. It's called the Georgia Guidestones.
Okay.
And it's somewhere like 90 miles outside of Atlanta. And it has on there inscribed 12 different languages, or maybe it's 10 ways to re-sculpt society.
Oh, I've heard about this thing.
Right, and the way they lined up the like 5 stones can like show you direction and time, and they do all of these like.
It's just like if the whole world is wiped, clean slated, you know, where you can go to start anew.
Yes, and this like rocks won't erode the words out of them in that same general time scale, so this will still be there. Actually kind of found that a little bit interesting, and I was curious to look up what the 10 tenets that they had on the rock were and see how I felt about them. And I actually think they're kind of dope, dude.
Yeah?
Like, I think it's like what a lot of, like the 12 Commandments, what a lot of maybe religious groups, but like there's some good shit in here, I think. So I'm just going to read through them real quick. Maybe we can chat it. Maybe we don't. I don't care. But some of them I think are pretty dope. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. So they've capped out how many people you can have. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
Okay.
Pretty good. Unite humanity with a living new language. So find a way to communicate with each other.
You wouldn't even just use like an old language, I feel? Like I don't know. Okay.
Rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason.
Okay.
So limit how much essentially like these different personal beliefs influence your society. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Pretty good one. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. That one has too many big words. I don't really get what the fuck they're talking about.
Read it one more time.
Let
they're
handle
saying
your shit yourself.
like have divided power. No. Like you know how states work.
Yeah.
Like those 500 million will have like
So it's
small states within them. Instead of bring on.
So I'll say it. I'll repeat it again. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. So like, don't let one
have their own.
Jay, we've lost you, bud.
Opinion or the way of living, like divided power.
I'm gonna let you know, my friend. We didn't hear much of that.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're back. We're caught up. I think we're on the same page though.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying
we're on the same page.
Yeah, we are. Continue, please.
Let your avoid petty laws and useless officials. I fucking like that one.
Yeah.
It's like fucking don't do some bullshit.
I feel like some of this shit we need to apply now.
That's what I won't lie, that's where I was gonna get to. Balance personal rights with social duties.
Okay.
And I kind of like that one, you know what I mean? Cause
that one's tough because it's at a interpretation level.
It is.
Social rights.
Balance personal rights with social duties.
Right. So depending on people's interpretation of what is a social duty.
Right.
Versus what is a personal right.
But then it's also kind of like you should be able to like kill somebody because they stepped on your property. But like, do we need to be killing everybody that steps on to somebody's property indiscriminately? You know what I mean?
And that's the other thing too. I mean, if someone says, you know, kill all criminals, but then we decide what is deemed a criminal, you know, you run into that shit too.
Yeah, it is tough, but I do think a lot of these are kind of up for interpretation types of things, like protect people and nations with fair and just courts.
Yeah. Like,
then a lot of this is kind of left up.
What's fair, what's just.
Yeah. Anyways, there's only 2 more. Prize truth, beauty, and love, seeking harmony with the infinite. That one sounds like some fucking light code warrior bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, some hocus pocus
biscuit
bullshit
eating
right there.
bullshit, if you might
Once
ask
you get
me.
this far, a being will visit you and will solve everything else. You just
Prize
need-
truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Like, what?
That's the final step. You have to do slutty dances on the beach.
Oh, put your cleavage out before
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
some Tai Chi on your Instagram and then fake your butt a
Exactly.
little bit.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah. All right, my favorite one, the last one. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. It's repeated twice. They had to say it twice, and I'm sure if you look at it like physically, it says it like really big at the bottom or something. I don't know. I was just looking at that, comparing it to just some other like religious, like the 12 Commandments and the
Yeah.
pillars of Buddhism, and seeing kind of just like how they were similar in certain ways, but how they were different in different ways. And this one just cracked.
You know, the whole like population control thing, I don't
It
really
is a
agree with,
huge.
because honestly, like if we managed our resources better, we could handle 10 billion people. Even more than that. We're just really bad at managing our resources.
I
And
thought
there's
that
so much-
our kind of
yeah,
max
so much
population curve
waste
kind
in
of
some-
tapped out at like 700 million, if I remember. Is where we kind of reached our
No,
research.
that's
burden.
how it is with the way that we're managing our natural resources. That's what it is with how we're managing our natural resources. But we could go double, triple beyond that. It's just how we manage our resources and how much pressure we're putting on the earth itself. That's the major problem, because there's so much accumulation of wealth and not enough sharing of wealth.
So I'm reading on
prosperity.
like a science.org website that if everyone lived like a middle class American, the earth carrying capacity is around 2 billion,
Okay.
which we have
Yeah,
vastly
So-
exceeded.
we gotta go a little bit less.
We
than
vastly
middle class.
exceeded that.
I think what was it the one that was about like control breeding, so it's diverse and like athletic, had like almost a mild eugenics vibe to it, but like walking a tightrope on that one.
Yeah.
I understand why, like in the early stages, you want fit people surviving to carry on society, but little hesitant.
That was actually one of them, if I remember correctly. It's let me read. Oh fuck.
I feel like it was like 4 or 5,
Shit.
3 or 4 maybe.
Yeah, I accidentally researched human population. I gotta go back. God, I feel dumb. Not the population. Oh, that's the second one. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it sucks because it does kind of lean into like some shaming shit. But like in the end, how about this? When I got a dog and I went to the vet told me how stoked he was that I had a mutt, because that was a mix of different breeds, and that breeds out a lot of the issues that inbreeding throughout breeds have. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can go to the vet and we could talk about how it's beneficial for my dog to have a mixed genetic diversity through healthy lines.
Yeah.
But as soon as all of a sudden we can't say that about humans.
It's a slippery slope.
If you're, never mind. I won't go to my.
Justin, you're purebred, aren't you? Purebred, white
Yeah,
bread.
but I got like all the whites. You know what I mean? I'm not like pure of any of them. I'm like, I got British, German, Irish, Scandinavian, Swedish. Like, I got all the whites, not just one. You know.
You know, technically, I'm Caucasian.
Yeah.
From the
you are.
Caucasus Mountains. Nice.
Yep. There have been some mixing about 600 years ago.
Them caucus boys. Well, on that note, I think we get out of here. Call it a night.
A 50-minute one, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Everyone, thanks for listening. Our homies out in fucking Belgium, you're still the shit. You got like 2 less views than our homies here in Columbus. So let's tune that up. Have a good night, guys. Bye.